So let's talk about it and what it may be saying, if anything. And joining us to kick off the show tonight is CIC Wealth Management exec and CNBC contributor Malcolm Etheridge and StoneX chief market strategist Kathryn Rooney Vera.
When is the Fed going to cut, not whether the Fed will cut?
Kathryn, you agree that that's kind of all that really matters? I mean, I hate being so tied to the Fed, but maybe Malcolm's right.
Well, it's what matters to the market. But the question is, if in fact these headwinds turn into reality, we've been expecting the consumer to pull back for some time, then the story changes. So I think that the market is really discounting the perfect landing that Powell had doubled down on from December's pivot party. This was like pivot party part 2. But if you look at some numbers, I'm talking to Mike Green tomorrow, non-mortgage personal interest outlays are exploding higher. This is rent, food, gasoline, non-mortgage personal income payments as a percentage of total income. That's all moving higher. We're talking like 41% of total income. So people are going to start pulling back here, and we're already seeing it. We heard from Darden's chief executive officer saying that the lower income consumer is already starting to pull back. We've seen it in Olive Garden's numbers. So I think that there are headwinds here. And I think that there are underpriced risks in the market that, to me, Brian, I've said this on your show before, it just makes perfect sense to me to at least take out some form of life insurance policy and hedge your bets with inexpensive options, cash, T-bills. I think the Fed is going to cut. It's going to be minimally, probably 50 basis points, maybe 75 basis points. But that's going to keep cash interesting, gold interesting, and I think defensive sectors as well as put options.
Kathryn, quickly back to you. Talk about that insurance in sort of layman's terms, right? It's last call, right? We're not all market pros here. What do? Buy some out-of-the-money put option on the S&P 500 for 6 months out?
You can buy an at-the-money put option at 4.5%, thereabouts. That covers you 12 months out. And yes, that caps your upside, but at least it protects your downside in the event that we do see a culmination of headwinds really hitting the U.S. consumer, which is an underpriced risk at this point.
And for the next segment, not this one, we got to go, guys. We're probably one Houthi missile away that hits a U.S. or U.K. destroyer from potentially a full-on war with Iran, and nobody seems to care. Kathryn Rooney Vera, Malcolm Etheridge, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so